Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know AI is everywhere these days, and it feels like every time you turn around there's some new breakthrough or crazy application. So today we are going to do a deep dive into the world of AI to help us all make sense of it.
Sounds good to me.
We're going to be looking at the debut episode of a really cool new podcast called NeuralMind AI.
Uh-huh.
They seem to be on a mission to make AI understandable and engaging for, well, anyone really.
Yeah, they are doing a great job of breaking down those complex concepts. I
Yeah.
was really impressed with their approach. It's not just for techies, it's for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just about the tech itself. It's about how AI is influencing all these different industries, creativity, our everyday lives even.
And the timing couldn't be better. Everyone's talking about AI right now. It's like we've reached this tipping point where AI is no longer this futuristic concept.
Right. It's here.
It's here and it's having a real impact. And I think a lot of people are feeling a little overwhelmed, maybe even a little scared.
Okay, so true. A lot of people are scared of AI. I mean, we've all seen those sci-fi movies where the machines take over.
Hmm.
But NeuralMind AI, they take a more optimistic approach.
Yeah, much more optimistic. They're like, hey, AI doesn't have to be this scary, mysterious thing. It can actually be pretty cool and relevant to all of us.
Yeah, I like that. So what are some of the specific things they're diving into?
Well, one of the trends they highlight right off the bat is this explosion of AI-generated content.
AI-generated content. Okay, give me an example.
Think about ChatGPT writing all kinds of text, Mid-Journey creating those crazy photorealistic images,
Mhm.
and Runway ML even generating videos and music.
Whoa, 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 hold on. AI can compose music now.
It can. And it's getting better all the time. These AI models are becoming so sophisticated, they're blurring the lines between human and machine creativity. It's kind of freaky, right?
Yeah, it is a little freaky. Makes you wonder what's next. Are we all going to be out of a job soon?
Well, that's a question for another time. But speaking of what's next, one of the things NeuralMind AI dives into is this whole concept of artificial general intelligence, AGI.
AGI, that's what, like the singularity. The machines become super intelligent and take over the world.
Well, not necessarily take over the world, but AGI is basically the hypothetical point where AI reaches human-level intelligence. The ability to think, learn, and solve problems just like we do.
So are we there yet? Are we close?
That's the million-dollar question. Some experts believe we're on the cusp of a major breakthrough, while others think true AGI is still decades or even centuries away.
Seems like a long way off, but who knows?
It all comes down to the complexity of the human brain, our
Yeah.
capacity for, like, abstract reasoning, creativity, emotional intelligence.
Right. It's not just about processing power. It's about replicating consciousness.
Exactly, and that's a whole other can of worms.
So we've got AI writing poems, composing symphonies, maybe even on its way to becoming sentient. What about AI's impact on the stuff that's happening right now? Like in healthcare, everyone's talking about how AI is going to revolutionize medicine. Is there any truth to that?
Oh, absolutely. NeuralMind AI dives into this as well, and it's clear AI is already making waves in healthcare. It's assisting with diagnoses, performing robotic surgeries, and even accelerating drug discovery.
Okay, but how does that actually work?
Imagine this, an AI that can analyze your medical records, genetic data, and lifestyle factors, to predict your risk of developing certain diseases, years even before any symptoms appear.
Wow. So AI can basically tell me if I'm going to get sick before I even know it. That's kind of wild.
Pretty wild, right? We're talking early intervention and preventive care on a whole new level, like a crystal ball for your health.
Okay, but is it all about prediction? Or can AI do more than that?
It can do a lot more. It can analyze medical images, maybe even with greater accuracy than human radiologists can. It can detect subtle patterns in patient data, maybe early signs of disease, personalized treatment plans. It's incredible.
Wow. So AI is like this medical detective constantly searching for clues to keep us healthy.
Exactly. It's amazing to think about the potential.
Absolutely. So we talked about AI generating content, the quest for AGI,
Yeah.
revolutionizing healthcare.
Mhm.
What else is NeuralMind AI exploring?
Well, they're also talking about these AI avatars and virtual humans.
Okay, but aren't those like just glorified chatbots? What's so special about them?
No, we're way past basic chatbots. We're talking about these increasingly lifelike AI-powered digital humans. They can interact, they can learn, they can perform tasks, customer service agents, social media influencers even.
Wait, so the next time I call customer service, I might be talking to an AI.
It's entirely possible.
That's kind of trippy.
It is, and it brings up some interesting questions. Could AI eventually replace human jobs in certain fields? What will it be like to interact with these AI beings on a social and emotional level? What does it even mean to be human in a world where real and virtual are becoming increasingly blurred?
Whoa. Okay, so we've got AI creating art, striving for human-like intelligence, revolutionizing healthcare, and becoming our virtual companions. It sounds like NeuralMind AI is really painting a picture of this whole AI landscape.
Absolutely. They're not just skimming the surface, they're diving deep. And what's really cool is how they're using their platform to encourage critical thinking and deeper conversations about AI and its impact.
Yes, that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. It's not just about the technology itself, it's about what it means for us, for society, and for the future we're creating.
It's a conversation we can't afford to ignore, and it's a conversation that's getting more and more important as AI becomes more powerful.
Exactly, because, we've been talking about all these amazing things AI can do, but what about the downsides, the potential risks? I mean, I know NeuralMind AI talks about that too, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They don't shy away from the tough questions. One of the biggest concerns they raise is the potential for AI to make existing biases even worse.
Biases.
Yeah.
Okay, so how could AI be biased?
Well, think about it. AI systems, they're trained on data, right? And that data is created by humans who, well, let's face it, we all have our own biases, conscious and unconscious, and societal biases too.
So basically, if the data is biased, the AI is going to be biased too.
Yeah, it's like garbage in, garbage.
Okay, can you give me an example, like a real world example?
Sure, imagine an AI system being used for hiring decisions. And let's say the data it's trained on shows a historical bias against women in leadership roles.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
If we're not careful, that AI system could end up perpetuating that bias, further disadvantaging women, even though that's not what we intend.
Yeah, that's a scary thought. So it's not just about the data itself, it's about making sure the data is like, fair and unbiased.
Exactly. It's about being really intentional about the data we use to train these systems. We need to make sure it's as representative as possible, that it reflects the diversity of our world.
Okay, so data is important. What else do we need to be thinking about?
The algorithms themselves, how they're designed. We need to make sure these AI systems are transparent, accountable. We need to be able to understand how they're making decisions so we can identify and correct any biases that might creep in.
Right, because AI shouldn't be this black box where we just trust it blindly.
Exactly. We need to be able to peek under the hood.
So it sounds like we need a whole new set of rules, like ethical guidelines, maybe even regulations, to govern AI development.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We need some rules of the road. It's a complex issue, and there's no easy answer. But one thing's clear. We can't just blindly embrace AI without thinking about the potential consequences. We have to be thoughtful.
Be proactive.
Exactly. And NeuralMind AI is doing a great job of raising awareness about these issues. They're encouraging listeners to think critically about the ethical implications of AI.
Right, because it's easy to get caught up in all the cool stuff AI can do. But we can't forget about the potential downsides.
Absolutely. We need to be having these conversations now before it's too late.
So what are some of the other topics NeuralMind AI is exploring?
Well, they're also talking about the impact of AI on jobs, which we've touched on a little.
Yeah, the whole robots are going to take our jobs thing.
Right. But they're taking it a step further. They're asking what kinds of new jobs AI might create.
Oh, interesting. So AI could actually be a job creator.
That's the idea. It's about reframing the narrative. AI is not just about automation, it's about augmentation. Using AI to enhance human capabilities, create new opportunities we might not even be able to imagine right now.
So instead of just thinking about the jobs AI might replace,
Yeah,
we should also be thinking about the jobs AI might create.
exactly. It's a more nuanced way of looking at it.
Do they give any specific examples of those new jobs?
Well, think about all the data AI systems generate. We'll need people to manage that data, analyze it, extract insights, people to train the AI, make sure it's working right. And as AI becomes more complex, more sophisticated, we'll need AI ethicists, people to help us navigate all those thorny ethical issues.
Wow. Okay. So many possibilities. It's like AI is creating this whole new world of work.
A new era of human-machine collaboration. It's pretty exciting, actually.
It is, but also a little daunting. I mean, how do we even begin to prepare for all of this?
That's a great question, and I think NeuralMind AI is pointing us in the right direction. They're encouraging us to stay informed, stay curious, and keep asking those big questions.
Yeah, because the future of AI, it's not something that's just going to happen to us. It's something we're all going to create together.
And that's both a huge opportunity and a huge responsibility.
So much to think about. It feels like we've just scratched the surface of AI in this deep dive.
Oh, we definitely have. AI is so vast, so complex, and it's evolving so rapidly, it can feel overwhelming to even try to wrap your head around it all.
Yeah, AI-generated content, the race for AGI, AI in healthcare, AI avatars, and then, of course, all the ethical questions, the impact on jobs. It's a
It
lot.
really is. But I think that's why resources like NeuralMind AI are so valuable. They break down these complex topics into bite-sized pieces, make it all a little less intimidating.
Yeah, they're like a guide to this crazy world of AI. They're not just throwing information at you, they're helping you understand why it matters, why you should care.
Exactly. And they don't shy away from those tough questions. They really make you think critically about the role AI is playing in our lives and the role it might play in the future.
One thing I really appreciate about their approach is that they don't present AI as this like all good or all bad thing.
Yeah, I agree. They acknowledge the potential benefits, but also the risks.
It's not about being pro-AI or anti-AI, it's about being informed, understanding how AI works and how we can make sure it's used for good.
It's like they're saying, hey, AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. It all depends on the humans who are using it.
Right, and that's a powerful message. So for our listeners out there who maybe aren't tech experts but are curious about AI, what would you say is the most important thing for them to take away from all of this?
I would say that the most important thing is to realize that AI is not some far-off futuristic concept. It's here right now, and it's already impacting our lives in countless
It's
ways.
not science fiction anymore.
Right, it's in our phones, it's in our cars, it's in the algorithms that determine what we see online. It's everywhere.
So we can't just ignore it. We need to understand it.
Absolutely. We need to understand the basics of how AI works, its potential benefits, and the risks involved. Because the decisions we make today about AI will have huge implications for the future.
For all of us,
Mm.
it's like we're standing at a crossroads. We have this incredibly powerful technology, and it's up to us to decide how we want to use it.
Do we use it to solve problems, to make the world a better place, or do we let it control us?
It's a big responsibility.
Yeah.
But it's also exciting to think about all the possibilities.
It is, and I think NeuralMind AI does a great job of capturing both the excitement and the caution we need to approach AI with.
I agree. This whole deep dive has been eye-opening. It's given me a lot to think about, that's for sure.
Me too, and I hope it's done the same for our listeners.
If you're interested in learning more about AI, and I think everyone should be, I highly recommend checking out NeuralMind AI. They're doing amazing work.
Definitely give them a listen. It's a great place to start your AI journey.
Well, on that note, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time, and until then, stay curious.
And stay informed.